The internal dialogue, a channeled transmission for the chosen ones. The voice within the mirror. Chosen one, there is a voice you've heard for as long as you can remember. It is not your voice, but it speaks through you. It comments when you rise. It whispers when you fall. It narrates your every decision, often without your permission. This voice is the key to the entire simulation. Before there is reality, there is inner dialogue. Before the outcome, there is belief. Before the manifestation, there is a feeling. You came here to remember this. The world is not happening to you. It is responding to you. And it responds not to your words, your hopes, or your effort, but to your internal dialogue. Please like, subscribe, and comment, navigating the simulation below so we know you're here. Programming the projection. You were not born doubting. You were not born afraid. You were not born questioning your worth. Those voices came later, from the world, the system, the wounded lineage that raised you. And still, you adopted them. You accepted the commentary. You believed the limits. You memorized the fear, until it became the background noise of your life. But let this be known. The simulation does not run on truth. It runs on perception. And your perception is sculpted by the way you speak to yourself when no one else is listening. There is no reward or punishment, only resonance. There is no divine scoreboard. There is no judgment throne waiting to tally your rights and wrongs. The universe is not watching your behavior with a stick in one hand and a crown in the other. The universe is you, and it is only mirroring what you believe to be true about yourself. This is not personal. It is vibrational. You are not being punished. You are being mirrored. You are not being tested. You are being reflected. If your internal dialogue is rooted in fear, shame, and lack, that is the shape the outer world will wear. But if you shift the story within, reality must recalibrate itself to match your inner narration. This is the hidden key. The secret is feeling. You have been told to think positive. You have been told to speak affirmations. You have been told to visualize. But none of that matters if your feelings contradict your words. The universe does not respond to surface language. It responds to the frequency behind the language. And that frequency is generated by what you feel is true, not what you want to be true, not what you hope is true, what you believe in your bones. If your body is carrying doubt, your mirror will reflect delay. If your nervous system is stuck in survival, your reality will continue to feel unsafe. You cannot trick the universe. You cannot lie to your mirror. You must become the version of you who already holds the truth. The simulation responds not to your effort, but to your emotional state, the rise of doubt and the shadow of change. The moment you decide to shift, the moment you claim a new timeline, the shadow awakens. Suddenly, the voice of doubt grows louder. Imposter syndrome slithers in. The old program screams, "Who do you think you are?" This is not failure. This is expected. When you begin to rewrite the code, the old code fights back. But do not let it scare you. This is a sign of transformation. It is your job not to silence the doubt, but to choose your belief in spite of it. Let the doubt rise. Let the fear whisper. And choose anyway. Choose to feel the outcome before it arrives. Choose to believe in the version of you that already exists in the quantum field. You are not faking it. You are tuning to it. Imagination, the sacred tool of creation. Imagination is not fantasy. Imagination is blueprint. It is the original design center of the soul. Every reality begins first in image and feeling, not in logic, not in evidence. The reason you struggle to change your life is because you've forgotten how to imagine yourself beyond your past. You replay old stories, you use memory to predict your future, and then wonder why nothing changes. But what if your imagination became more real than your history? What if you allowed yourself to feel into timelines that no one else believed in? The quantum field responds to visionaries, not realists. So, envision, dream, walk as if, speak as if, and let your imagination become your instruction to the mirror. The comfort zone, the cage of the familiar. You are not stuck. You are safe in the familiar. That's the difference. The comfort zone is not comfortable. It's predictable. And your nervous system, trained by lifetimes of pain, often chooses familiar suffering over unknown liberation. This is not weakness. It is survival patterning. But now, chosen one, your mission requires more than survival. It requires evolution. You must reprogram your comfort zone. You must expand what feels safe. For the universe does not give you what you want. It gives you what you feel safe receiving. So feel safe being seen. Feel safe succeeding. Feel safe being powerful, wealthy, whole. Only then will the mirror obey. Rewrite the code, rebuild your world. Every belief you hold is a line of code. Some were written by you, most were not. They came from teachers who were afraid, parents who didn't know, systems designed to limit, not liberate. But now, as a chosen one, you have been asked to become the programmer. Your internal dialogue is the keyboard. Your emotions are the syntax. Your imagination is the command line. You are not bound to the script you inherited. You are here to rewrite it. You must question everything you think is true, because what you think becomes what you speak. What you speak becomes what you feel, and what you feel becomes what you see. There is no outer authority. The mirror has no bias. It simply reflects the lines you've written inside. Time is the illusion that delays the now. You've been taught to wait until you're ready, until it's safe, until they approve, until the timing is right. But timing is not something you wait for. It's something you activate from within. Time is an illusion, a shadow cast by belief. When you say, "It's not happening yet," you instruct the mirror to delay. When you say, "It's already done," the field begins to move. Your manifestation is not waiting on the calendar. It's waiting on your alignment. In the quantum field, there is no one day. There is only now. And if you can feel it now, the mirror must bend to match that frequency. Chosen one, stop worshipping time. Start embodying timeless truth. Your inner voice is the architect of everything. The simulation listens to the voice you use when no one else is around. Not the one you perform, not the one you rehearse, the one you whisper in the dark, the one you use after you fail, the one you use when you look in the mirror. That voice is the architect of your entire reality. If that voice is cruel, the world will feel hostile. If that voice is uncertain, the world will feel chaotic. If that voice is anchored in truth, the world will begin to bend in reverence. And so the work begins, not with your outer life, but with your inner language. Speak as the healed, think as the sovereign, feel as the eternal. Let the voice inside match the destiny you desire, and all things around you will begin to transform. The simulation responds to certainty. This realm does not reward struggle. It reflects certainty. Certainty is not arrogance. It is alignment. It is not about ignoring your pain. It is about becoming non-negotiable in your truth. The mirror does not ask, "Do you deserve this?" It asks, "Do you believe it's real?" And so your only job is to believe beyond evidence, to believe beyond memory, to believe because your soul already knows. When you believe deeply and feel fully, the universe is compelled to respond. It has no will of its own. It can only reflect what you declare with emotional certainty. Imposter syndrome, the signal you're shifting. Imposter syndrome does not mean you are unworthy. It means you are stepping into a timeline your nervous system hasn't caught up with yet. It is a lag in programming, not a failure of being. When you begin to think, feel, and act beyond your old identity, the system panics. Who are you to do this? People like you don't get that. This isn't you, but chosen one. That's exactly the sign that it is you. You are not being fake. You are being reborn. Imposter syndrome is a cocoon. Hold the frequency long enough, and the butterfly will arrive, holding the frequency when nothing has changed yet. One of the hardest initiations is this. Can you hold the frequency of your desire when nothing in your reality confirms it yet? Can you keep speaking abundance while surrounded by lack? Can you feel love before the partner appears? Can you live healed while the wound is still sore? This is mastery, not pretending, but embodying ahead of proof. You are not waiting for the mirror. You are training the mirror. Reality is not a test. It is a responsive feedback loop. You do not shift the world by force. You shift it by resonance. The loop ends where the dialogue changes. If you want to exit the loop, you must interrupt the thought that sustains it. The pain you keep repeating is not random. It is rhythmic, held in place by the thoughts you keep rehearsing. The loop ends when the internal voice is rewritten, not silenced, transformed. You are not your fear. You are not your old programming. You are not the recycled emotions passed down from ancestors. You are the observer of it all. And as the observer, you hold the pen. Change your words. Change your emotion. Change your belief. And the loop will end where it began, inside of you. Final transmission, you were the code all along. Chosen one, you were never meant to fight the outside. You were meant to recode the inside. You do not need permission. You do not need validation. You only need to listen to the voice inside and make it your ally. That voice was never meant to be a critic. It was meant to be your compass. So calibrate it. Speak with kindness. Think with precision. Feel with faith. And as you do, the mirror will bow to your reflection. There is no system of reward and punishment. There is only resonance and reflection. You are not here to be saved. You are here to remember you are the mirror. You are the signal. You are the dialogue. And you are the divine source speaking through itself. The world does not change when your life improves. Your life improves when your internal dialogue evolves. So speak light, feel truth, believe wildly, imagine boldly. The mirror is listening. Please be sure to comment below, like and subscribe to stay aligned and connected to Source.